Thank you for taking time to learn more about ways to keep Relay for Life top of mind throughout the year by developing a promotional plan. Let's start by doing a quick overview of the topics we'll cover. Relay for Life is the heart of the American Cancer Society. Communities nationwide have been a part of this inspirational movement for over 25 years, and because of the commitment of volunteers nationwide, progress in the fight against cancer is possible. As a Relay for Life volunteer yourself, you know the power of purple. You're aware of the impact the event has on communities and individuals who participate, but you also know how important it is to make communities aware of the event so that they can take part. Promoting your Relay for Life event is critical to getting your community involved, both in engaging past participants and inspiring new ones to join the fight. But a powerful promotional plan does not just take place a few months prior to your event, it takes place year-round. We'll delve in and discuss more about why Relay for Life promotion is even more effective when it's a year-round effort. Next, we will spend some time talking through how to create a promotional timeline and the handy tool the American Cancer Society has available to help you along the way. One way to keep Relay for Life top of mind year-round is through a 12-month awareness campaign, and the American Cancer Society has a variety of resources to help you in executing this campaign. Speaking of tools, we will conclude by taking a look at all the tools available for use in promoting Relay for Life in your community. If there was ever any question on the impact one person can make, take a look at the history of Relay for Life. In the mid-1980s, Dr. Gordy Klatt, a colorectal surgeon in Tacoma, Washington, wanted to enhance the income of his local American Cancer Society office and show support for his patients who had battled cancer. He decided to personally raise money for the fight by doing something he enjoyed, running marathons. In May 1985, he spent a grueling 24 hours circling a track, running more than 83 miles total. While circling the track those 24 hours, Dr. Klatt thought about how others could take part in his mission to fight cancer. He envisioned a 24-hour team relay event that could raise more money to fight cancer. Over the next few months, he pulled together a small committee to plan the first relay event, known as the City of Destiny Classic 24-Hour Run Against Cancer. In 1986, 19 teams took part in the first team relay event on the track at the historic Stadium Bowl. An indescribable spirit prevailed at the track and in the tents that dotted the infield. And today, in more than 5,000 communities throughout the nation, the same spirit can be felt at Relay for Life events. Relay for Life, the American Cancer Society's signature activity, provides communities the opportunity to gather each year to celebrate the lives of those who have battled cancer, remember the lives of loved ones lost, and fight back against the disease that takes too much. The power of Relay can be seen at the Survivor Laps and felt at the Luminaria ceremonies, but the impact of Relay is truly immeasurable. It is for all of these reasons and more that it's so important for everyone throughout the nation to be aware of the American Cancer Society and Relay for Life events in their community. Possibly one person in your community will be called to reach out to the American Cancer Society for information when hearing about Relay for Life. Or another will participate in a local program or service. Maybe someone who hasn't been touched by cancer will feel compelled to make a difference by participating in this year's event. The opportunities are endless. Relay for Life provides everyone in the community an opportunity to participate in the fight against cancer. And as we're all aware, the overnight event signifies the fact that cancer never sleeps. With that same thought, it's important that we keep in our minds that cancer doesn't just touch people during the month of Relay. Unfortunately, individuals are hearing the words, "You have cancer," each and every day. That's why it's so important as you develop your Relay for Life promotional plan to keep in mind that the American Cancer Society's mission is to fight cancer 365 days a year. Therefore, we relay 365 days a year. Cancer never rests, so neither will we. So exactly how do we keep Relay for Life top of mind year-round? The first place to start is to brainstorm tactics that you want to use to spread the word about your event. Does your event want a media sponsor? If so, which media outlet is the best fit to reach your audience? Would a community-based marketing approach prove beneficial in generating excitement about the event in your community? If so, when would make the most sense to implement this? What about social media? Would engaging in this form of information sharing be a good fit for your community? Thinking through these tactics and developing your list of what would be more beneficial and what would be feasible is a great place to start. This will help you remain focused on your key strategies and develop realistic goals for the promotion you hope to accomplish. The American Cancer Society also has a tool that you may find helpful, a Community Promotion Chair Timeline. This Excel spreadsheet highlights some of the key communication strategies and populates a timeline for you based on Relay for Life event date. The tool will help you map out your strategy and promote your Relay for Life event, but remember, this is just a map. You know best as to what your event needs. Let's take a deeper look into this timeline. This is a sample Relay for Life Community Promotions Chair timeline for us to look at. Prior to utilizing this tool, there are a few key pieces of information you'll want to know. First off, you'll want your Relay for Life event date. When you plug in your date, the rest of the timeline populates for you, letting you know how many weeks prior to your event you should start working on each line item in the plan. It will also populate a date for you to have your radar on work accomplished at a specific item as well. You'll find various tactics on this timeline. One includes media sponsors. You'll want to make sure you're aware of which media outlets and your committee would like to approach as sponsors for your event. These may be new sponsors or existing sponsors that you're looking to recommit. In the timeline, you'll also see suggested tactics such as newsletters, public service announcements, speaking engagements, and calendar listings, just to name a few. The American Cancer Society has sample materials for you to use for all of these suggestions, which can be found at midsouthrfl.org. Please note that this plan is truly a guide for you, but that is intended for you to personalize and localize based on your event needs. In addition to the Community Promotions Chair Promotion Timeline template, another tool available for you to utilize can be found in the Community Promotions Chair Guidebook. In this guidebook, there is a checklist of additional suggested tactics for you to use during your promotional campaign that go beyond media-related activities. You'll notice that it recommends for you to begin execution of your campaign at least 4 months prior to your event. Let's take a look at some of the tactics that are highlighted. Posters are a great tactic to get word-of-mouth buzz going about the event. 4 months prior to your event, think about strategic locations to place posters throughout the city that gets the most foot traffic. Brochures can also be used as a tool, too, to spread the word about your event. Some businesses are willing to provide marquee space to place a Relay for Life message. Other non-traditional forms of marketing can be used, such as running a public service announcement at a movie theater. Be creative. If your event has a Team Captain newsletter, you'll want to be a part of that by keeping it updated and relevant monthly. 2 to 3 months prior to Relay, you can begin to implement any speaking engagements that you think would help bring awareness to your event. Consider large groups that you could visit to talk about building a Relay for Life team or to encourage survivors at the event. Also, be sure to check the locations that you set out your brochures and place posters to ensure they're still up and restock if needed. 1 month before your event, you'll want to do all that you can do to make the community aware of the event. In addition to a large media push, you may also want to distribute a flyer throughout your area around the event to let people know that the event is taking place and invite them to come. Also, you'll want to work with your staff partner to see if you could help in any way for sponsor visibility at the event, such as a sponsor sign. When the month arrives for Relay for Life to take place, you'll hopefully be able to generate much media interest through public service announcements and interview opportunities. In addition to media outreach, you'll want to get a handle on what other communications needs your event may have as you prepare for the event. An instruction sheet may be helpful to keep track of what's taking place at the event in case of media attendance. This will also help you keep track of any MCs or additional speakers you may need to confirm. A podium manual may also be very helpful to have scripts and speaker times so that everyone remains on track. Be sure to work with your event chair and event staff partner to ensure that the event will be properly branded and there is enough signage at the event. Also, if your event is having any form of recognition ceremony that could utilize certificates, you'll want to determine how you can best assist with this need. When the week of Relay is upon you, you'll want to do a final media push to raise awareness of the event for the general community, as well as seeing if you can secure any media to attend the event for event coverage. You'll also want to work with your event chair and the staff partner to see how you can help with the program for the event, which is shared with all participants. At the event itself, be sure to bring your camera. Capture group photos of teams, candid shots of team fundraisers, photos of people on the track, and participation in the ceremonies and activities. These photos could be utilized for event follow-up publicity and part of your social media efforts if applicable. You'll also want to be the point person for the media that does attend your event. See if the event chair and a few team captains are comfortable sharing their story with the media if the opportunity arises. After your event, you may consider developing a final newsletter to teams wrapping up the event's success. Also, be sure to thank media and anyone else who assisted with the support of the event. A thank you note goes a long way. The following 2 tools have been developed to help you garner great coverage and awareness of your Relay for Life event as it approaches. But I want to challenge you to think beyond the tactics that were just discussed. Earlier, we discussed the importance of promoting the American Cancer Society and Relay for Life beyond the typical promotional timeline of a few months leading up to the event. While that's critical for event awareness, Relay for Life is so much more than merely an event. Relay for Life rallies communities to not only support the American Cancer Society's mission by raising funds, but also provides communities the opportunity to own the mission. Relay for Life gives communities the opportunity to fight back. If you keep that perspective in mind, it's easy to see the importance of keeping Relay for Life top of mind throughout the community year-round. Unfortunately, cancer never sleeps. Each day, individuals throughout our communities hear the words, "You have cancer." As supporters of Relay for Life and the American Cancer Society, we're called to keep the community aware of ways to prevent cancer or detect it early, inform the community of the American Cancer Society's mission, and share opportunities for committee members to fight back through efforts such as Relay for Life. To aid in raising that year-round awareness, the American Cancer Society has developed a 12-month awareness campaign. Each month, the Cancer Society provides timely media materials for you to share throughout your community. Through public service announcements, news releases, flyers, and social media messages, each month you have ready-to-use materials at your fingertips to share with your community. Tying the 12-month awareness campaign topic back each month to Relay for Life is a great way to keep the event timely. For example, in October, a great story idea would be finding a breast cancer survivor who participates in Relay for Life and also utilize the American Cancer Society's Reach to Recovery program. This story could help bring awareness to the program, as well as connect the impact that funds raised through Relay for Life could have on those touched by cancer. Another potential story could be highlighting a Relay for Life volunteer who's also a colon cancer survivor and has taken chemotherapy 5FU. This story could be connected back to the American Cancer Society's mission as a society-funded research grantee synthesized the chemotherapy drug, which is used to treat colon cancer. Funds raised through Relay for Life support the American Cancer Society's research program. In addition to the American Cancer Society's 12-month awareness campaign materials, your community may have ideas on how to keep Relay for Life awareness alive throughout the year. Talk to your Relay committee and brainstorm ways to incorporate Relay for Life with Cancer Awareness Months, upcoming holidays, or local community initiatives throughout the year. The 12-month awareness campaign materials are placed each month on MidSouthRFL.org with a plethora of additional communication tools that you'll find helpful. You can also talk with your communication staff partner to learn more about how to effectively utilize these materials in conjunction with your Relay for Life promotion. Let's take a minute to walk through how to find communications material on MidSouthRFL.org. From the homepage of MidSouthRFL.org, you'll find lots of links to various locations with useful information. For communications materials, hover over Resources to get a drop-down menu of resources available to you. If you hover over the link Communications and Marketing Resources, you'll see another link pop up titled Mission Delivery Awareness Press Packets. If you click on the link titled Communications and Marketing Resources, you'll be directed to a page with numerous Relay for Life promotional materials. There are nearly 100 various materials available on MidSouthRFL.org on this page to help you with media promotion, grassroots marketing, and general event awareness. Updated materials are placed on this site throughout the year. And if by chance there's something that you're looking for that's not on the website, just reach out to your communications staff partner and we'll get it created for you. I hope that you've jotted down some ways to keep Relay for Life top of mind in your community throughout the year. Through the Relay for Life promotional timeline and the 12-month awareness campaign, there are many tools at your fingertips to help you along the way. Remember, cancer never sleeps. Until we find a cure, we will continue to relay. You have an impact on this fight and the opportunity to make a difference in your community. Thank you for taking the time to learn more about Relay for Life year-round promotion. Good luck with your Relay for Life event.